YouTube, what up? Welcome to another edition of Wrestling with Watts, and I'm Watts. And I want to talk to y'all real quick. I want to talk to y'all about Triple H. But I don't only want to talk about the fact that Triple H can't cook. I don't only want to talk about the fact that Triple H can't make new stars. I don't only want to talk about the fact that after WrestleMania 41, everything just went to shit. And it's no coincidence. I want to talk about the root of it all. So once Triple H took full control, I thought at first things would be okay, but a lot of this stuff was things that were going to happen regardless. So I want to slide something across the table real quick. And some of you guys might already know, some of you might not. But Triple H and the fact that he's stinking it up so bad right now, I'm going to just be real. I feel like Vince McMahon knew that this was going to happen the entire time. Now, you can say a lot of things about Vince McMahon. You could say that he's a sexual deviant. You could say he's crazy. You could say towards the end he lost touch. Those are all true. All of these things could be said and all of it holds weight. But one thing about Vince McMahon is that he's not an idiot. He's everything. He's everything in the book, but he's not an idiot. Analyzing somebody for the better part of 30 years, I'm pretty sure he knew that Triple H was not up to the task in regard to running this entire company. He knew it. There's no way you spend the better part of 30 years with somebody and you don't notice. Maybe 37 years. 35 to about 37 years of spending time with somebody. This is your son-in-law. You spending Christmases together. You're in Gorilla. You're backstage. He's a sponge. He's watching everything that you do as Vince McMahon. And you're watching everything he does, not only as a performer, but the way he uses his backstage power to politic, and he basically can make or break somebody's push. So he spent 35 years analyzing Paul Levesque, Hunter Hearst Helmsley. It ain't no way in God's not so green earth that he did not know that Triple H would fumble this much. Sometimes, as a creator, as a businessman, you would rather watch the company burn before it's ripped from up underneath you. And that's just the God honest truth about that. So I say all of this to say that when Vince McMahon facilitated the TKO merger, when TKO took over WWE, he knew what TKO was going to do. He knew that Triple H was going to have his hands tied, and he would have been in over his head in regard to the business aspect, in regard to the marketing, which is business, and just how he books people. Because aside from lobbying for Jeff Hardy to get the push, Triple H, his judgment when it came to pushing people wasn't always the greatest. Aside from Jeff Hardy, aside from Randy Orton and Batista, he has not really had a hand in propelling the future. Anytime he had the opportunity to put the future in place, he chose himself every single time. Do you follow? Do you not think that Vince McMahon seen all of this and said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to let him fail himself. That's what I think. That's 100% what I think. I think that he was ready to let the entire WWE be sabotaged and compromised because he's petty, for starters. If I can't run it the way I want to run it, I'm going to destroy it. I know that my idiot son-in-law and my doofus daughter is not going to know what to do with this. She's over here doing podcasts with people that we really don't care about. Just his ego, the fact that we know how bad the product is, and you want to be at the forefront of all of it. You want to be at the forefront of all of it, and you want to low-key position yourself to where they can't fire you. But it's like, you're not doing a good job at that, big dog, and it just is what it is. Braun Breaker is not the answer. You have a plethora of talent that you won't push for one reason or the other. I think it's prejudice, and that's just how I feel. And don't give me the whole, oh, he pushed Keith Lee. How long did it take for him to push Keith Lee? Keith Lee won both championships at that point, but look how quick it was for him to lose it to one Karrion Kross. So I don't want to hear that. Bianca Belair didn't even win the NXT championship when Triple H was running shit. So I don't want to hear none of that. I had enough. I don't want to hear it. Don't tell me nothing about that. But there's a plethora of people that's on the come up that I'm pretty sure deep down inside they're worried about when they come to the main roster and how Triple H is going to book things, because all his rebuttal to everything and the criticism is, oh, well, they can fuck off. That's the type of person you want booking the shows. That's the type of person you want running WWE. And Vince McMahon knew this. There ain't no way Vince McMahon didn't know this. That's just how I feel. I feel like this holds a little bit of validity. But yo, let me know if I'm reaching. I don't think I'm reaching. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I appreciate y'all. I'm out. Peace.